Sounds good.
Alright,
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm cruising with Corb. As the car just drove by, Porsche 911 Turbo S. It has all the Carrera parts because it was totaled. On the actual title, it says Turbo S. So that's the Turbo S right there. 2006, I believe. Needs a lot of work. LS3 coming soon. Also, real quick, guys, I'm 15, and to all my research, this is the cheapest Turbo S in all of America. There's one cheaper in Mexico City. Shout out to this guy for driving it down. He's moving or something in like 2 weeks. I was gonna fly out and go get it, but it just ended up being so much, and then this dude just completely clutched, and I paid him like the smallest fee. So yeah, big shout out to him. Maybe make it a track car. Maybe put a GT3 RS wing on. Just stay tuned, guys. Oh man, that's it. There it is. Thank you so much.
Alright, brother.
Alright.
Send me photos and videos. I'm out.
Catch you next time, Pipes.
Guys, take care.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Bye.
New playlist, new content, 996 build. Stay tuned, guys. So we're currently working on discombobulating the discombobulator on the Carrera deck lid. My guess it's already been rebuilt because some of the body lines are actually horrendous. One of those front quarter panels right here on the other side is not from factory. It's not OEM either. Back to this. This is the Carrera deck lid, and it kind of looks horrible because the car just goes straight back like a slug bug. And we don't want that. We want 911 Turbo S look. So we're throwing this one on. Yeah, it's way lighter. I'll give you guys a little look of what it's gonna look like. Oh, that's gonna fit. So I mean, hey, that's gonna look tough. Okay, good. It actually does fit. I was worried for a second. Update on the interior. Like we said in, I think I don't know if we actually did mention it, but this thing was left with no windows for like apparently like 6 months, and then it was at a yard before that for like a year in a shed with no windows, and so it's horrible. It's disgusting, and well, it was. It's still pretty bad, like just random little dust, but we're working on it slowly but surely. Speedo says 200. That's pretty sick. The roof, Alcantara, however you say that. It's pretty sick. And then leather, and then mechanical seats. But we really need to give this thing a really deep clean. We're gonna pull it out in the light, well, push it out in the light, clean it out. And then LS3, well, the goal is LS3. Pretty sure that's what's going in it. But worst case, like a 5.7. Hopefully in like a few months we'll have it actually mounted in the car. Not saying it'd be running yet, but other than that, the interior is like pretty sick. I'm glad to be part of like the 911 owner club, even though show the car It's not. It's a discombobulated 911. Oh, we put on the turbo deck lid. And then as you guys know, well, I hope you guys know if you don't yet, there's gonna be a GT3 RS 992 wing on this. So I think we're gonna have to, my Uncle Robert.
Good boy.
Have to find out some sort of custom mounting for that. We have the hood, the red. It's kind of nasty, but I mean the entire car is not matching. Also, color, we're going with black. That'll be sick. Neighbors are gonna love me. We got the titanium NHP exhaust system right here. It's gonna be insane. And then we have some catless downpipes right here. Yeah, that's why we need to organize problems like that, but come on now. Dang, maybe I should get a catless downpipe. What's up, guys? Welcome to day 2. It's about 5:45-ish. We're sorting through stuff. If you didn't know, we have duplicates of a lot of stuff. Sorting it out, taking pictures, posting them, selling them, making money, building our Porsche. Alright guys, so we have the update. We're working on the cutouts. I don't know if it's gonna be the actual hood we use, but I just measured everything perfect and exactly where it's supposed to be. I'm not cutting it out. I'm having a professional do it.
Good boy.
Because I don't want to be in charge of ruining it. I don't think you guys seen it recently. I pulled off quarter panel, hood, headlights. If you've seen, I'll put a picture up here of a new 911. They have circle headlights. We don't have the circle headlights. We have some weird oval headlights. My Uncle Sean was telling me earlier today that I don't have to replace the entire quarter panel. There's an actual insert for the headlights that's legit, and we can throw it on there, and it'll look like a circle. All the parts clean off this ground right here. Need a vacuum or whatever. Sweet. We left these parts out right here. We have brand spanking new rim. It's been sitting in the shed though for a while, you can tell. We have right here windshield wipers. We have some ECS brake disc. We have a performance intake. Only problem is I think this will make it not pass smog, but I'm not sure that an LS3 and a Porsche 911 will pass smog either, so we'll worry about that later. Calipers. We have a set of Brimbos in there. Radiator, quarter panel. I think you guys already know we're replacing most of that quarter panel. So that's an update. We're gonna move everything back there. We'll catch you guys when that's done. Alright, I already know I told you guys I was gonna catch you guys when this all cleaned up, but it's kind of like the thing when your car needs an oil change, just buy a carbon fiber steering wheel. Like, you kind of just had to focus on cosmetics. My Uncle Robert just told me, I sent him a picture, he told me it was off. I told him no it wasn't, and then corrected it just so I could send him a picture of the measuring tape. If you're watching this, your ego building is not happening today. Okay, interior. We have the interior, obviously. Here we go, here's the seats. We lubricated them up with this black Restore, and then we're using a toothbrush to get all the stuff out of the cracks. Alright guys, so here's the interior so far. Use the toothbrush and all this. Hopefully we have a good before video. If not, I guess we have to make it dirty again. But I mean, pretty good. We need to figure out something with the windshield. I heard vinegar works, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to figure it out. The car's not really driving anytime near in the future, but it's good to get stuff done like that. Next plan is I'm probably gonna wrap this in suede, or there's somebody who will make a carbon fiber version of this for $190, and then I'll wrap this in suede. We'll just have to see how it looks. We just got most of the we got all the seatbelt. I might as well show you guys real quick. Max, show in there. Put the camera in there and show like where we disconnected the seatbelts. Yeah, that's where it came through on the top. The bolt was on the bottom. We did re-put in the bolt because you could see the floor through there, so weathering problems. But I'm just hitting a rear seat delete because roll cage. All right, guys. So we threw in a subwoofer in the back. It's what even is that company called, Max?
Bose.
Bose. We put a Bose subwoofer in the back. And then since we did the rear seat delete, there's a lot of exposed like metal because the seats would cover the carpet. So we're going to get carpet from the front, and we're gonna cut it out because we had to get new ones anyway because they're a little jacked up. But for the back, they're gonna work perfectly. All right, guys. There's a plastic that goes on the doorstep. I think that's what it's called. It's just like some weird bucket, as you can see. I don't know. I don't really know the point of this. Hopefully there's like an insert that goes on it. But we'll go throw it in real quick so you guys can see me actually in action. Alright guys, so I'm looking a lot into like the suede wrap as I was talking about with like the 3M spray behind it. But honestly, I was going to do the headliner, but I feel like the headliner is a little too perfect. Like, it's the only perfect thing on this car. So I feel like for now, we have to leave it. There's a gap behind the seat, straight to the frame, because the seats would cover that. But we hit rear seat delete. So we put a metal Porsche, like logo all the way across it. We used janky screws just so we could get it in. We're going to pick up some good ones tomorrow. And then some like metal cover, whatever, I forget what they're called. But it's halfway put in right now. We'll show you guys just the placement of it. And then we're going to stick it in from the back so you won't have to see the screws, but Max, show them in there. So, I mean, it's going to look pretty good. It's mounted straight to the frame. So, I mean, that's pretty good. And don't worry, we didn't forget. We put rubber gaskets in there so it's not going to rattle when we hit like a bump on the freeway or whatever. So that thing's gonna be secured in hopefully tomorrow. It's already pretty secure in there. Tomorrow we're gonna have all the parts listed. Hopefully we can make some bank. We'll probably make our money back on this car. We'll give you guys a price breakdown at the end of the series. What's good, guys? Welcome to the third and last day. So here's the turbo deck lid. There's daylight in here. It is way too big. So we have to put back on the Carrera deck lid. We'll catch you guys when that's done. Alright guys, so here we go. Carrera deck lid. We are taking out the mechanical system which lifts this flap up and down. We are going to be welding that down. I'm not professional.
Good boy.
Is going to be doing that. We're really putting into work, so put W Uncle Robert in the chat, please. Please. And good boy at the end of it. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Alright guys, so we finally got it back on. It's been about like 30 minutes of trying to get it to stay still. Come on now, that's literally perfect fitment. Nothing wrong with that. Body line. Can't lie, we did kind of jack up the paint, but good news, getting a paint job. We're putting in these little LED pods. I don't know if they're permanent right now, but we're throwing them in for working on the interior. Alright guys, so we put on the little lights. I saw some on like YouTube and social media. And they were like way too bright, so it kind of took over and it didn't look cool at all. But like just like this, I feel like it's perfect. It's like the perfect match of like perfect brightness and perfect color. Alright guys, so the lights look sick. I'm happy with them. I might upgrade to like, there's 4 pods in there right now. I might upgrade to something like 8 sometime soon, or I'll probably get tired of them and just rip them out completely. But we got the Porsche GT2 RS mirrors right here. We're gonna throw them in. 2019 GT2 RS. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. We'll show you guys some time lapse of us putting these on. We might have to use the Dremel to cut off this edge right here. Doesn't look perfect, but the wiring fits into the harness perfectly, so it should work. Alright guys, so I have one screw in right here. I didn't screw it in all the way. I'm leaving it loose for now so I could do the one on the top. I have to drill through the metal sheet right here, but the drill battery died, so I'm gonna leave that for the morning. It's on the charger right now, but that's just about it. Thank you guys so much for sticking around for this entire video. If you're interested in seeing me build out the rest of this Porsche, in the next few weeks, a crazy amount of progress is happening. My Uncle Robert's coming into town.
Good boy.
He's gonna be helping me out, showing me the ropes. And this is gonna be a fully custom build. This is gonna have some sort of 5.7 engine. There's gonna be a full-on rear bumper delete, and it's gonna be all tube. We're gonna have a 991.2 rear spoiler on it. It's gonna be super sick, so stick around. Catch you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on notification bell so you don't miss out on the next video.